approved 22 new players. They really have been perfect all the way through this build, and they looked after us really well.
In the UK, there's a bowl for every surface for the Henselite product. But overseas, I use the Tiger 2 and I use the Dreamline XG purely because I love the grip and the arc that the bowl takes, and that's what makes me one of the best players in the world.
The Morwell Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Morwell Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.
Anyone thinking about getting a roof, your whole system will change, right down to social bowls and pennant. At a board meeting this week and approved 22 new players. They really have been perfect all the way through this build, and they looked after us really well.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Henselite Victorian Open for 2024. It's quarterfinal action of mixed pairs. My name's Tony Sherwell. We've got Gus McIsaac joining us in commentary. Afternoon, Gussie.
Hey, Tony. Been a long day.
It has. But, gee, what a quality couple of matches we've got in quarterfinal stages.
Well, I should have said long and enthralling.
Yeah, not wrong.
Because I haven't missed a bowl today, and it's been fantastic.
It certainly has. Play is just about to get underway. Two matches. As I say, in the quarterfinals, we're covering Cass Millerick from Moama, her skipper Kevin Anderson from Moama. They're up against Scott BYLES from Clayton and Natasha Van ELDIK from Raymond Terrace in New South Wales. That's one match within this quarterfinal. The very rink over is Tris Doolan from Richmond Union with Michael Wilson from MCC. And they're taking on Barry Orr and Colleen Orr, who are from Darwin in NT.
Husband and wife, indeed.
Husband and wife, former Victorians. Been up there for a long time. Colleen has won a Champion of Champions at national level. Both state players.
Yep.
And some very talented bunches. So jack roll underway. Here we go.
Scotty BYLES to roll it out. It's pretty easy for our viewers to see that it's the Moama steamers versus the others.
Yeah, correct. And both Kev and Cass, both Taylor-sponsored players.
Yep.
So they've got the same bowls, which are an unusual green and white halved bowl, but halved on the vertical axis as opposed to the horizontal like most bowls. So they do stand out, particularly in a game of pairs with both using the same bowls. So.
And they can be split.
You
can hit them
before.
And split them. They're stuck together, believe it or not.
Yeah, and for those who've seen Kevin Anderson play, he gives it a fair roost. So if anyone's going to split a bowl, it'll be him. I'll tell you what, if Scott BYLES plays all his bowls like that, Kevy's going to have to do some driving.
Yep. Well, I think one of the key things in this game is what I've noticed with Kevy this today in this tournament is he's been getting off to flying starts.
Yep.
So they've got to hold them early. Hold them early, go with them or go past them.
So I had the good fortune of being out at Moa yesterday and saw them in their round 2 match. And they accounted for their opponents quite comfortably. With all due respect to their opponents, Cass didn't miss too much, and when Kev was called upon, he didn't miss either. So they are in form, and of course, our regular viewers will know we just saw Scott BYLES and Tash Van ELDIK have a good win in their previous match too. So looking like it's going to be a high quality affair.
Good bowl by Cass.
Very good draw bowler. Cass Millerick.
Just goes about her work rate just in a fantastic way with a smile. Lovely girl, lovely person.
Yeah. Excellent manners. 2 other matches going on, Gussie. They're over at Traralgon Bowls Club. Barsha Speed and Brad Pavey from Ocean Grove. They're taking on Sharon Jarvis from Hastings and Milan Prosenica from Clayton.
He's done very well, Milan, to get through.
He has. Very steady bowler. Yep. And the other half is Carly Morrison from Deer Park and J. Norris from Deer Park up against Sophie Kersman from Club Sunbury and Dylan Fisher from Moonee Valley. We will do what we can to put some scores in our stream. For those who are over at Traralgon, we had the pleasure of having a couple of people share them with us. Shane Hafner did some good scouting for us, and Matty Flapper, the one and
Flapper
only,
did,
did some. So we appreciate it. Anyone over there, feel free to put some scores in once those games start.
They talk about bowls being a lucky game, Tony, but the cream... I mean, we watch a lot of bowls.
Yep.
Do the same player, the cream of the crop, just right? I mean, if it was lucky, they wouldn't be there all the time, would it?
It's amazing. What do they say? The harder they practice, the luckier they get.
Yeah.
And I think we see that here.
Good effort here.
Yeah, that's a nice little collection.
He looks
for
up
the
and
BYLES
about,
Van
mate.
ELDIK
He
combo.
looks up and about.
He started to really come good that last match, the last half a dozen ends.
Kev's got this
And
straight away.
This is what someone like Kevin
And they
Anderson
end up
can
with
do.
one shot. Goes back on the tee. They should end up with one. No, not quite.
I'm going to say it's 2 to
Yeah, he
Van
was.
ELDIK.
Yeah. He was 3 down, so he's one better off.
Toucher in the ditch will stay there. And, interesting to see with Kevy. His drive is his big weapon. It wasn't a toucher, so it's now been reefed out of the ditch.
What about Tash, though? We've seen her let a few go too.
She's got a great upshot game, no doubt. She's also got a very good draw game, so you can keep putting pressure on like this. It looks like 3 to me. Kevy reverting back to the draw. Afternoon rowdy.
They're clapping it. It's got to hold a bit. That's the problem. You've got to be up on this green. If you're going to make an error, be behind. Keep saying it. We've been saying it all day.
Yep.
But
It's been true all day. Nice bowl here from Tash.
it's just going to...
Just
Just
enough
get in
to
there.
count.
And just enough to fatten make it a bit harder.
Yeah.
Kev's going to swap onto the other hand. He's got a bowl to use, and he can get down onto... He'll just play up to this. His weight looks pretty good. It's just got to run a bit. Yeah, no. If it looks good, it's probably short.
Just confirm. Taking the 3 out. Does the 4th one get in? Little do-si-do from Scott Bowles and Cass MILLERICK. Must be close. Players electing to put a tape on it.
Well, we talked about starts just a minute or two ago.
It is in for a 4, so that's what you're looking for, isn't it, Gussie? A 4 on
Well,
the opening end.
I guess it puts it in the mind. Kev's
does.
been used to being jumping out and doing all this, and Kaz. And now they've just dropped a 4 on the first end. But he'll be also thinking, well, it is early days.
Yep.
And 4 doesn't matter. We've got 14 ends left.
Exactly right. See if Scotty Biles can resume his rich vein of form.
He does get the ball away nicely. Wants this to run.
He's having a little joke with Tash saying, hurry, Custard. Tash called him Custard Arm in the last match
Right.
when he left one a little short. All in good fun, of course.
Well, he's there to do a job for Tash, and he must do that job. And if he does it, the rest will follow maybe.
Spot on.
The leads are very important on this sort of surface. Okay. Pretty good weight.
Staying the same hand. She'll come in under that last one of Scotty Biles. All things going well.
Good bowl.
Yeah, lovely bowl.
Great. Anne Miles has just entered the arena.
She is a star.
Do you know I got her on at Vic Open last year? Me and Sophie.
Oh,
She didn't want to do it. I had
Yeah,
to drag
right.
her to the microphone when she got on there.
She'd be
She's just a
brilliant,
gas,
Yeah.
you know. Gave us all these insights into training and what she does and
Yeah.
how she goes about it, you know. Just golden words
Oh, I can imagine. From someone
from
like her,
Queen of Bowls.
you
you
listen
know.
to everything she says.
Not bad here.
Yes, Millerick with a follow-up. Absolute peach.
Just get that camera down so you can see the bowls behind. There's a couple. There is a bowl behind, which is critical.
I don't think it's 3, Gussie, but
No. But it's just good to know there's one back there. If the jack does get moved,
yeah, there's a bit of safety. Certainly the honours going with Cass Millerick in the leads battle for this end.
I'm liking this.
Yeah,
I'm liking
lovely
this.
bowl.
Oh, that's a stiff result, but she's certainly only one down now.
Jade saying go Team Moama.
Yeah.
Nice to see a bit of support.
A pretty successful club and a club that does a lot of good work in the community.
Yep, they do support a lot of clubs. within that
Absolutely,
area.
they do. Wow, she's just
Beautiful ball. Just wondering if that was in front of the jack. Confirmed as half a bowl in front.
Well, must stand out. I mean, underneath those two bowls there, coming in, there's a couple of different results she can get. She's playing bigger weight than I thought.
And
There you
gusses
go.
the jack.
Oh,
Springs back out, so
and
unfortunately
she's
for
shake
Tash,
of the head.
that'll go on the tee. There is no justice
is
at all there.
Wrong. And we were talking yesterday about that mall club sign saying it probably dampens the kitty. It should dampen it into the ditch.
Yeah,
But
if anything, it makes it go in the ditch
she
more.
actually hit that so clean.
She did.
It bounced and it could have even hit the top
Yep.
and run out. So that's stiff.
Brad Campbell saying, let's trot, Steamers. Speaking of trot, Kevy Anderson on the trot after that one. Not quite enough there, so still a couple. Tash just asking where her toucher is.
Yeah, that is a toucher as well, though.
It's a forehand shot. Not that Tash doesn't know what she's doing.
Looking to go hunting on the backhand is what she said.
She is. Up through that gap.
Yep.
Gets it to the right spot.
The danger is the Moama touch-up. Oh, well. No change.
I like the way Tash goes about it, just watching it today. I haven't seen a lot of her at Australian Open, maybe, but she looks to be one of the most knowledgeable people on a bowls
Yeah,
green
she
that
is.
I've seen, or amongst the best.
Incredibly experienced,
Yeah.
incredibly knowledgeable, and aggressive.
Yeah,
You know you're going to be in for a good game when you've got Tash playing.
yeah. Two.
To Anderson, the Moama rink. Cass Millerick, Kevin Anderson. 2 ends played.
Not a lot going on the Wilson Oar rink. 1 to Oar, 0 to Wilson. And the Oars are holding 2, I can see there, and
Yep.
orange and blue. I think the kitty must have been, maybe it's another one.
Collins put in a third, so
I mean, both Triss and Willow are using white bowls, and that's a loose end for them today.
it is. They've been very good combination. Kevin Anderson says good start, Cass. Joshie Cartwright saying, let's go Steamers. Yeah, Gussie, Scotty Biles really started to turn it on the last half a dozen ends of that last match.
Yep. Yeah, I was on a break then. I came back and I'd heard that he'd really started to burn.
Thank you very much, Rod Peterson. Appreciate your kind words.
Good bowl here.
Yeah, great bowl.
Good bowl here.
Doesn't want to halve it too much, but not much change.
Has Rodders left us, has he?
Might have his feet up in the leather recliner, just getting ready for the pairs tomorrow.
Well, he's in fine form.
He is. A good mixed pairs showing with Mary Thompson from Laguna Beach.
Very good. Yep.
And he really played very well as both a skipper and his coaching prowess shone through. So
Yep. He
very positive.
goes about his business in a very workmanlike way.
He does.
Not bad here.
Good play. I know Scotty Biles pretty well.
Wants to just miss underneath. That's a good miss.
It's 3 pretty good bowls from Cass, isn't it? Talk about putting pressure on the opposition. Scotty Biles is going to have to deal with that all game. Another shout of custard. We should have a custard counter.
I don't know. Suppose we could, but I don't think he's going to put.
He's saying it about himself.
Yeah,
so I
well,
guess
that's all right then.
It's okay.
There is a bit of food terminology used in bowls. We use it in our group.
What other ones do you use, or are they?
If something
are they
came out really
PG?
smooth, I say, "Will come out like melted butter."
Yeah, I
Just
like it. Yep.
out of your hand. It's
Yep.
great. Bomb Alaska.
Yeah. A little bit chicken,
Yeah.
both animal and food.
Yep. You could do a recipe book.
Tash just called herself custard arms.
I'm looking at the
Yeah,
other.
it's not that short.
I'm looking at the other ring, and Trish has put 2 about
Yeah.
well behind, and she's just trying to be up, which she should be doing. And Barry's put 2 on. So she's just, it's an end of a long day for these bowlers. They've got to keep their mental approach up. Good there by Kev. And Trish makes an adjustment, gets a good third shot. I'm just saying it's a long game for the day for the players, and you've only got to lose your little mental edge for a minute or two.
At this level,
and
you can get shots scored against you fast.
Yep, it happens quick.
Yep. Little half of the jack there from Tash gets it back to Scotty Biles bowls. Favour him holding 1 now.
He's got a good road in. Kev has. He's got a bowl to hit up. Just underneath the bowl, he can draw the shot. He needs to run,
Just a touch shy.
and that's not left it in a good spot. But he hasn't got another bowl anyway, so it doesn't matter. I've been giving him 4 bowls today, Tony.
Oh, it'd be nice,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? Everyone else plays with 3, but we get 4.
Someone asked about walking pairs today. Canadian. Wouldn't be that interesting to watch.
No.
Why don't we just give him
Taste
8
him a storm,
bowls,
yeah.
10 bowls? She needs to sneak underneath
Jack back
those.
is good.
Yeah, no danger there. She's probably, if she flops in, that's not quite there.
It'll just be 1 to Tash and Scott.
Yep.
Yep, it is. 5-2 is their lead. We've played 3 ends.
You know, one's never hurt you, Tony, unless you lose 15 of them in a row.
Now, I can answer the question from Mitchell Reeves. What's the entry numbers compared to previous years? So we're up about 12% this year on last year, which we're very pleased about, and expecting growth for future years to come. Now, Gussie, there is royalty in the house.
Speaking of royalty,
The lady who just dominates wherever she goes. A couple of Australian Open titles. Marge Morris late last year. Lisa Phillips is going to be in the house.
Great. Thanks, Tony. Oh. Hi, Lise. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Good. Yeah. I've been having a bit of a play today. Did you?
Yeah, we had a bit of a go this morning. Unfortunately, things didn't go our way, but it's very fortunate to be able to play with my brother in this event, which is one of the perks of being the mixed pairs. So he's not been playing very long,
Right.
So we did well yesterday.
How good's that? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was very proud of him. He did very well yesterday, so we were happy to get through to today. Things didn't go our way, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I think that's great to play with family. Seeing a lot of that happen more and more.
Yeah, exactly right. That's the best part of it, and things like that don't come up often, so you take the opportunity when you can. So, yeah.
I was saying that about my dad when he started. To be able to play pairs with your dad was, good memories, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's one of the very few sports that things like that can take place. So, we're very lucky in that aspect.
Have you played much with Tash?
Not a lot. We played some UBC together, and I think maybe we played some fours together once in the Australian Open many years ago. So no, I haven't, but we'll be kidding up together tomorrow, so very much looking forward to that.
We've been watching her today. Her knowledge of the game is outstanding.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm very much looking forward to throwing the jack down and keeping my bowls out of the way and watching her do her thing.
What about Kaz? Kaz Millerick?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, she's always a solid player. Just watching her leading up here today.
She's a machine.
She is a machine. She's got it on a bit of a string. So, yeah, hopefully I don't have to come up against her in my travels. But, no, she's very nice to watch.
Yeah, well, when you get as deep as you do into tournaments, that you're going to come up against these girls, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. And, playing against the better people obviously brings the best out in yourself as well. So, yeah, it's good. We're good friends as well, everyone that you kind of come across here, you're friends with and you've known for many years. So, we put that aside when we're on the green and, have a bit of a hit out. But, yeah, and the perks of this event as well is being able to catch up with everyone and coming down into my neck of the woods is really nice for a change.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I got a bit of a sleep in today. I only live 20 minutes away from here. So, yeah, it's nice to have everyone come around and see, I suppose, this area.
Yeah, no, we just said destination, Gippsland, and it's becoming that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the guys went out to Maffa and Sale, and we were at Yanar yesterday, and, small clubs that don't kind of have these big events that come by often, so it's nice that they, get some players out there, and, they're, great country hospitality as it is, so, yeah, it's been really good so far.
What's going on here? We've got the non-Moamas holding one there.
Yeah, one just jack high to Scotty.
Yeah.
A few to sit on there for Tash. Just not quite coming back for her.
No, nicely weighted bowl though.
Yeah, very much so.
What do you think of the setup here?
The club itself is amazing.
It is.
Yeah, having this little bit in the centre between the greens.
That's a great setup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's relatively new, but I've come here recently and watched some local bowls finals, and just that they've been in there with their deep fried food and everything.
Yep.
So little snacks and things. It just makes a world of difference.
So if any clubs are listening and thinking of maybe going down the track of putting roofs in and building stadiums, this would be a great one to come and look at, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Having both the greens covered as well, it's a really incredible facility, and people can watch watch the bowls while they're having lunch and things.
Yep.
And hopefully that tries to attract some younger members and keep the sport alive.
There's even some smaller grandstands down on the other side that you can't see, which are very good. You don't often see that in bowls clubs either.
No, not at all, and hopefully we can fill them as the week goes on.
But we had quite a crowd here early in the day. I think a few people may have been bowled out after bowling today and yesterday, and probably home for an early dinner and maybe put your feet up.
I think so, and I think a few people probably playing the supporter events as well over in Newborough today. So that's
that was huge today apparently.
Yeah, so that's another good thing. Those people that are bowls crazy can, if they missed out today, still keep bowling. So
yeah. And who are you with in the other events?
So Tash tomorrow, and then Tash and myself are going to kit up with Courtney Bennington now.
Yes.
Yes. So if anything, we're going to have a lot of fun.
You've come in light again. Play with your brother, get him out of the way, and then get in with the real champs.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, you're a champ yourself, so...
I'm hoping to be carried. We'll put Courtney up front, I'll go in the middle and hide in there, and then we'll let Tash do her thing at the back end.
There's a 2 to Moama there. 2?
Yeah, looks like 2, yep. Very tight matchups thus far.
Technician has to tell me how to do a score.
Glad you know how to do it.
Yeah, it's just a bit... It's not different to my laptop.
Yes, there's lots of buttons happening.
Yeah. And I didn't play in the mix that no one would play with me, at least. So I'm trying to do a campaign to see if, I might be able to get a lady to play with me next year.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do what they've done for Maddie Flapper and have a bit of a competition.
I was thinking that tight. Yeah, I could be the third prize.
Yeah.
The bronze.
I think, the first prize.
Thanks, Lisa. And how was your year pennant-wise? And
Us at Clayton, we did quite well. We were right there amongst it up until the last game. Essentially, it came down to playing against Bundoora, and obviously they've got some really great players with Corey and Gary and the local crew as well. So we just went down there to miss the finals, but
you had an ability for. I obviously played against you guys. You had the ability to throw your team around a bit. Yourself or someone else be skipping 1 minute and then leading the next week, and Kelly doing the same thing. Your use of, your girls is fantastic. It's just all equal and get on with the job.
Yeah, I think Kelly played all bar second this year. She played every position, which, it's good when you have someone
She's our utility.
Yeah, someone so versatile. That's always a big help. And obviously we had Tash there and Nick Cahill and Ryan Bester.
Yep.
If anyone knows who Ryan Bester is, I'm not sure.
The runner.
But they were big ins for our team. Hopefully, we'll just be bigger and stronger next year.
Yeah. No, you're great. And you've got some plans down there for your own dome, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've been told. That's only obviously going to add to the club even more. It's already a great facility and just a good club as well. Lots of lovely people and lovely, staff and things makes for a good club. So
it's good people, makes club. Need to be managed well by your good admin. And,
yeah, that's right. And we've obviously got Ali Forsyth there as well. He's been there for a number of years now. So
you're getting on. I don't know.
Have to be close to 10 years, perhaps.
Yep.
But obviously he's, rules the roost, so does a good job at it.
Yeah. Him and Kelly are a bit of a dynamic team.
Definitely are, yes.
The changes to bowls, 14 ends, or things like that. We won't get too controversial, but, just general opinions about trying to change things up maybe.
You mean with pennant, the short end?
Yeah, just trying to have a look at some different aspects and, whether it works or whether it doesn't or whether it needs to be tweaked.
That's it. You won't know if something works until you try it, I suppose. And, making the sport a little bit faster and, more enticing can't be a bad thing. So we've seen that, obviously, with the BPL.
Yep. Because there's plenty of things that have happened in between. You look at the next 3 or 4 months of the bowls calendar, it's pretty full.
Yeah.
We're free and clear of our pennant and finals, and there's a lot going on. So, we just want to fill the calendar up with lots of different things and try and get a bit of variety.
Yeah, exactly right.
And also give the clubs the opportunity to run things and make money for themselves, because we know how hard it is in clubland. If you don't have, a big supporter base, you've got to get money from your members, and you need to run events and stuff to do that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, obviously there's bowls is hopefully a growing sport and hopefully continues to grow with these better changes coming.
Do you know the one thing I always say about bowls is it'll survive. We'll survive the nuclear age, the destruction, because it's such a good game. It's addictive, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I coming back to talking about my brother, he, was a footy player for all of his life, and now that he's going to hate me for saying that he's hit the 40 mark.
Good age to get in the bowls.
That's right. Footy's kind of out the window now, and bowls just is that sport where, if you can still be competitive at something, it's easy to shift into.
A lot of few mates join up Auburn, but they're 60, and I'm like, you're probably
Young.
10 years. Well, they're young, but really, they've hit my age, and I've been playing for 35 years, so they've got 35 years to catch up. 50 would be good. I think there's a lot of those people in that mid 45, 50 age that we could really target, and they benefit from playing this great game mentally and physically.
Yeah, and I think that age, late 30s, heading into 40s, when people, as I was saying, getting a bit too old to play the physical sports, this is a great sport to move into, because you can play it for, as long as you're able to,
Yeah. I went to Kilo and played in their tournament the other day, and a 91-year-old gets up with the winners. They won their 4 games for the day, and he got up and said, it's, 5th time I've won it, and I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, he played good, it's great. He loves it.
That's the best part about this game, it doesn't matter how old you are, what your ability is. Anyone can play and, do it well.
And now with the ability to use arms, things like that, it's keeping a lot more people in the game, taking stress off the knees and the hips and stuff like that. I think that was one down.
Yeah, looks like one to Tash and Scotty. It's great to see a lot of the female and male matchups in the skipping positions in the mixed pairs as well. I think a lot of people just presume that, the male will skip, but obviously we see Tash here against Kevy, so what a matchup that is.
Yeah, they're all looking pretty comfortable. They've just this game is starting to become a real tussle.
Yeah, when you look at the quality on the rink, it's hard to think it would be a bit of a blowout.
I'm looking at the other rink as we speak. I had taken my eyes off that. It looks like the oars, Barry and Colleen, 6 love up on the Wilson. Triss and Willow.
Yeah, played against Colleen for a number of years, and she's always consistent, always good, always goes deep into events.
Yeah, she's amazing, really, isn't she? And a lovely person.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same. She is a lovely person as well. Always got a smile on her face.
She drove me out to Mudgeroo Bar last year at the Australian Open. Always happy to help.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Triss's bowls there. We were just talking about fatigue in the game. You have a big mental lead up to a game, and then you play yesterday and today. Long day for the players. Can that set in? Can that be something that could creep into your game late in the day?
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Vic Open, obviously, a lot of games, a lot of entries. So yeah, you kind of get to this point, I think, and the mental fatigue is probably the biggest thing. Trying to stay concentrated.
Yep.
For the whole game.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a battle, so
yeah,
it'd be interesting to see, if they can, stay focused.
Is there anything in the game that you're seeing that you're just really passionate about, you'd like to see done? Not putting you on the spot, but we do take, when people give us advice, and we will look at anything. I mean, we're all bowlers here at Bowls Victoria, and we take the game as seriously as anyone else does. We want a great game, and we're always listening to ideas. Yeah,
I think that obviously, things are heading in the right direction, but I do think there's still a little bit of an avenue for women in bowls to be, promoted a bit more.
Yep.
If anything, which is why it's so good to see Tash and Cass out here being showcased. Arguably 2 of the best bowlers, probably, well, not even just Australia, but in the world. But I think, that could be improved upon as well, I think.
I went to the BPL this year up at Moama, which is a great tournament and a great initiative by Bowls Australia and all that. And I sometimes see some of the girls sitting on the bench. It doesn't always happen, but to see some of those great bowlers, I wonder whether they won't consider, getting a bit more equality with that side of things. I mean, I know Karen Murphy loves to get on and do her three hands and really have a sharp impact on the game, and that's great. But, you know, if they're playing well, leave them on, you know, if they can.
Yeah, you know, I always kind of thought, you know, they do have the 2 BPLs throughout the year. You know, what's stopping them maybe from having a female one and a male one, for argument's sake?
Totally.
Showcase more than, I don't know how many teams are there, 10 females, you know.
Yep.
You could have 30 females and 30 males.
Well, if we're following what is happening in the world, and we should be following the trends, AFLW, all those sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Although we've probably tried to, and hopefully we keep moving forward, we've just tried to be an inclusive sport for everyone, so there is no gender.
Yeah.
But we do know that takes time, and, you know, it is there still, you know. We haven't quite moved to where we want to be yet.
That's right. There's still a way to go. And, yeah, it's only going to take time. But, you know, I think for me, myself, playing in the VBL, we've got the Victorian Storm team, which is the all-female team. You know, we love being part of that. And
how good was that?
Yeah, it was really great. You know, we thankfully were able to take it up to the boys and have some wins in the one just gone. And
not only that, you were in a lot of other games too.
Yeah, absolutely. We did well. I think we definitely improved upon from the year before. You know, obviously we're just going to get better, learning to play with each other. But yeah, I think it's, you know, if women can see more women doing well and playing at the highest level, it's probably going to entice more girls to play. You know,
and that's an initiative by BYLES Victoria. We're very keen to push that and make sure, not push it, but make sure there is that element to it, and we're very keen to show other states and other bodies that, you know, there's room for both.
Yeah, that's right. You know, lots of young girls
shot there.
Get into netball and things. It'd be great to be able to say, if you're not into running around in a dress, well, come out to the bowl screen.
Are you going to have some time off over the winter?
Perhaps a little. We've got the Vic Champs Week coming up next month, and also the City versus Country. So try and do some events.
That's a good concept, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good. You know, it's a bit better than just going and trialling. You know, having something to play for kind of brings the best out in people, and yeah, you know, you get a good look at the best players from the city and the country. So yeah. The country took us down. I mean, I know I'm technically from the country, but I do play for the city. So we got done by the country team last year, so we'll be looking to amend that this year, thankfully.
Yeah. We haven't got any score. We were just waiting to see if there's any scores come through from the other, from Geraldton. So we're just waiting on our spies to send us some results. Tony and JT's going to come back on after this end, and we'll do a change of commentary, and we'll get Lisa to call this end maybe. What's your prediction?
For this end or for the game?
For the game. What's your feeling from what you've seen?
Well, I think it's going to definitely come down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Scotty here putting in two.
He's really putting on a
goals.
show, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I heard a whisper he was a little bit nervous this morning, playing with Tash, but I think he's held his own from what I've seen, and going well this end. So.
Did she ask him, or did he beg her?
I actually think Tash asked Scotty. So,
yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He's been, a good asset in our pennant team. I think he played third most of the season to Toddy. And he's done well, so...
It's growing every year, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Very nice gentleman as well. Yeah.
Yep.
But in regards to the game, I think I might just say that I'm a little bit biased, but maybe Tash and Scotty might get up in the last end or so. But
it will come down to the wire.
It's definitely going to come down to the wire. It's a little bit of a shame that they had to meet in the quarters, because this would be a fantastic final.
It would be. We were saying that Kevy's been getting away to a good start in all these games, and they're not having it their own way this time. And Van Eldik's been pretty good in the tight tussles. So for me, it's a toss of a coin.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
that's just a cop out, really.
It definitely could go either way. Yeah, obviously Cass has been playing incredible, leading off. Big Kevy's had a bit of an armchair ride, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, she's, as you said, she's been a bit of a machine today. Wilson and Doolan are on the board for 2. That's good. That's a good sign. And Trish has got 1 on the giddy.
Yeah, I think they'll work their way back into the game here. Trish is too good of a player to give up.
I agree.
Covering the tee.
They've got their line right there.
They all have, yes.
The sun's starting to poke through there now, which creates another little, just a little thing.
This is a great bowl here from Kevin.
Super bowl.
Oh. I've never seen someone so fast on the mat that can just always be so consistent.
Yeah, Aaron Wilson.
Ah, yes, sorry, yes. How could we forget? Only won, 2 gold medals?
He's the quick one. Yeah.
Just not getting back down here. Lovely weight, though. Lovely third shot.
When I first started bowling, you used to have the lights hanging above the... And when the sun would come through and there'd be a shade, and I used to go, I'm hitting that spot. But I didn't realise the spot kept moving as the sun kept moving. I wondered why I was getting further away.
Getting wider and wider.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still quite a few greens around here that have that system in place.
Yes, they become very expensive when they start falling out of the sky after 50 or 60 years.
Yes,
or
most of them look like they're ready to fall
down. They're hanging,
down.
Yeah. I was somewhere where the wire came down one night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, what a
Good
bowl.
shot here by Kev.
Oh, well, he's pushed it out into the open.
Yeah, just unlucky.
Yeah, he's 2 down there, maybe. She make him pay. Let's have a look.
You almost bet on her every time, I think.
I'm not sure she likes it.
Just needs to hold a little.
Oh, she
Very
did
nice
send
weight.
it. She wasn't sure. Yeah, she's sort of like, well, I kind of got there. She's tough,
She's
tough
very
on herself.
tough on herself, isn't she? Yes.
Like, that was really a perfectly weighted bowl. And I think she's left a nice big hole there.
She has. Yes, Kev's got quite a drive on him, so...
Yeah. I reckon they're nearly 4 down. Oh, wait a second. No, that's the Moama bowl there. Yeah. So it's hard. It might be 2.
Yeah, looks like it might be close for 2.
Yep.
Plenty of room for Kev, though, I think, here.
2 to Tash. Draw or drive? Drive.
Oh, okay.
It's only 1 down now. It's a good result. All right, well, we'll bid you farewell, Lisa. Thanks for coming in and sharing some stories and stuff like that. And good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Welcome back, JT.
Welcome, Tone.
As Pete Williams says, great hearing Lisa, bowls legend, absolutely. Not much she hasn't achieved already on the bowling green, still only young. It's been an interesting game, JT. I feel as if Kevy's had a run at things, a chance to make big numbers and just not quite getting them.
Yeah, I mean, I think also significantly, it's probably the best we've seen Scotty bowl. Like, we've had 2 streams in a row, and it wasn't like he was bad or anything that game before, but he's been red hot this game, which has set them up a bit better.
So we're about halfway through this match, 7 ends in. 8-4 is the lead to Tash van ELDIK. Next door, what started off like a house on fire, Barry and Colleen Orr, Now been pegged back slightly. They played 5 ends over there. It's a 6-2 lead to Colleen Orr over Michael Wilson. Scotty Byles really dialed in now.
Timmy, very good question. At club level, are there many clubs that hold championships that has joined as one? From a singles perspective, no, because in Victoria we still have a pathway where you can be either a men's or ladies state champion, and it even goes further at national level. But there are clubs now that run their other championships anyhow they want because it doesn't go any further. It's not a pathway. And it's great leading by Scotty Byles.
What sort of odds would you offer on Kevin Anderson running at that head?
$1.
Better. I thought you might have said 98 cents in the dollar.
Oh, you're losing money on the bet then, so it's...
Well, that's right. There's no way anyone was going to take it.
Well, maybe not now.
No, well played, Cass was the call. The $1.01's looking real skinny.
I'm glad I never actually parted with any hard-earned.
No. Nath, this is a 15-end match, 2.25 hour time limit, although I don't expect we'll get anywhere near the time limit.
Been well ahead of schedule today.
Yep.
Probably the only one that went close was the one with involving Barry and Colleen all at the back when it went to an extra end.
Yeah, against Andrew Todorovic and Brett Marnie.
Yep.
It's 13 all, I think, or thereabouts. Well, it might have been 13 all before they updated the scoreboard. No problem, Nath.
Tash is on the attack here. Kind of happy with that one, Tash. Just a bit wide. Not sure there's a lot Kev and Cass can do here.
No, it's got danger everywhere with any movement, doesn't it?
It's too much danger just behind where the jack's likely to go, I think.
Just put it in his pocket, JT.
Could nearly be that one, you know. So, looking at the screen at the moment, you know, if he plays over, plays it on the forehand, Jack goes back a couple feet, 18 inches, he's probably a couple down.
Yep.
You know, Cass has called him potentially play backhand and move his own up. It's probably the safest shot if he's going to try and attempt it. Kev's played the forehand. Just... how's it going? It's coming.
It's a very good effort.
As good as you could play without getting another one.
Such a good try was the call from Cass Millerick. Spot on. And then motions a signal to make this a longer end. So Mitchell Reeves, who do Scotty Byles and Van Eldick play for. So Scotty Byles plays for Clayton in Melbourne Premier Division. And Tash Van Eldick lives in Port Macquarie but plays out of Raymond Terrace, which is just out of Newcastle. And also plays for Clayton as a fly-in player in the Metropolitan Premier Division.
It's Stopped the run at 3 ends in a row that Scotty and Tash had. That last one of Cass and Kev.
Yep. Afternoon, Brendan. Yeah, 5-8. Just over halfway through. Michael Wilson picks up another single next door as well. Looks like they're holding a little number on the head. Colleen Orr still has one bowl to come next door.
She's wide. She punches the bowl up though.
Yeah,
Funny enough, it might go all the way up for second.
Yeah. At least one person doesn't look too happy with it. Lovely start from Cass Millerick. Matched by Scotty BYLES. Not too far away at all. Weight was delightful.
Oh, our Vic Open Ambassador's given us some live scores here.
Look at this. Lorraine Myers. Any scores, please, Matt Flapper. And within 3 seconds, he says, no problem. So Milan Prosenica is leading 7-4 over Brad Pavey. And Dylan Fisher is leading 9-4 over Joe By Norris.
Great leading by Cass Millerick.
Yeah, lovely bowls. Thank you very much for that, Matty Flapper. Vic Open Ambassador.
Dare I say it, about time he give us something.
I'm glad you said that and not me. You know, he's bigger than you.
Everybody's bigger than me.
Not in personality though, JT. You've got them covered.
I'm sure I'll probably get a message at some stage.
Yeah, you'll get a little clip. Probably fair enough too. Nobody has a crack at Matt Flapper. It's un-Australian, un-Victorian. It's the work experience kid, Matty Flapper. It's nice to see that we have the work experience kid in. Just getting, hopefully one day he gets a real job. I'm going to get punched up by you now. just found out on the porn in the middle.
Good start here by Cass and Kev this end. No real target either, single file.
Emma Simmons showing the support for Cass and Kev.
Caught up with them on the weekend. She went up to Euston to watch her granddad play in the region pennant finals up in the Murray Mallee.
Wayne Gardner.
Yes.
Who's he playing for?
Irempool.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, very good. How did they go? Shouldn't I ask?
We beat them.
Oh, yeah. That's why you mentioned it. I knew there was a reason. It is a young man from Waganya in northeast Victoria. Spot on.
Ooh. See that one track out?
And Michael Wilson and Tristallen picked up a couple on the rink next door. They've now got it back to 5-6 after 7 ends, so getting close over there. Kev just querying, is it 1 or 2 before he plays his shot. Cass saying favour 2, but it is very close for the second. Lovely to have you watching more bowls, Stocky.
The great man.
Yeah.
That's true, Matty West, but we still rolled you and we still finished higher in the ladder for the weekend, so it is what it is.
Look at you just starting fights everywhere, JT.
Westy's a good mate of mine, so it's just all good fun banter.
Yeah.
Tash looks awfully close here.
Good
She gets
jack in
that
the
guts.
belly.
That's
Cracker
3.
shot.
Could
2
be
down to
4.
3 up. I'll say 3.
Dare I say it? Maybe some weight. 'Cause I'm not sure he's going to draw it.
doesn't have any touches, I don't think. And those two on the centre line.
Don't think that's, well, if you're going to plant, I'm not sure.
To be narrow.
Oh, that's a great hit. It's a great hit. Not,
Will they make one out of it?
don't know yet. It's
It's a bit higher up than what I thought.
probably
Yeah, no,
one
they're
to that
one
one
down.
there, and that's
Yeah.
probably second shot.
I get the feeling that that's happened 3 or 4 times now this match. Kevy's hit things exactly what he's wanted, but just hasn't quite got the right end of the rub. But it's probably the only difference. We're seeing a good match otherwise.
As Tash's bowls down, it's all on the speed now. Well, if it wasn't one already, it's definitely one, and it could be two.
Yeah, I'd say that's 2.
Great bowl.
First to double figures. 9 ends gone. 10-5. Lovely opener from Scotty Byles. Make it look easy at the moment.
Scotty not far away again.
It's got enough, JT.
Not quite.
Just the changeover of hand. There's one more shot at it though.
It's going to finish a good home and even tuck the ball behind.
Kev just knows there wasn't much more that could be done with that. Didn't quite behave itself like it should, that bowl.
Tash is awfully close for this one.
Scotty asking it to be up.
Probably doesn't want to.
Every time I watch Kevy on the mat, I just have an expectation he's going to go big anytime anyone's anywhere near him. See ya.
I like it there, mate.
Yeah. He's just finding the overs and unders a little bit at the moment. It could be an element of we remove the rink half a rink tone, and maybe there's a couple little gremlins there,
Yep.
and that's probably made it harder. I knew that was coming. Wooshka. Tash coming down. She's not far away again. She's got to clear that one. And that's another one. That's 4. Pivotal time of the match. My co-commentator had to slip away just for a second, and believe it or not, I got Sammy Rogers on board to watch this final bowl this end.
Bad luck, Tone. Sorry, mate. Hope you're enjoying the call. I think that's gone down not too bad, has it? Or anyway.
What's that? No.
4 down.
Big bowl here. He's looking at it. 5. Had hurt. Seen the question from Benny Hubber. He did that deliberately. We had this discussion about 15, 20 minutes earlier.
How'd you get onto that discussion the first time?
Because there's a story behind that one, which we don't need to go into.
Ah.
But in my opinion, it's Chris Judd. Just for the record. So you got a score update for us from Traralgon in the other quarterfinal semi?
Well, I do, because Matty O'Brien, who's over there watching on, has jumped on a bit of live scoring, helping us out, so bringing us end-to-end updates from Traralgon. So we've got a few scores coming in. Dylan Fisher and Sophie Kersman currently leading 10 shots to 5. That's through 10 ends. And the other quarterfinal picked up a 4 to sneak ahead, 8 shots to 7 through 8 ends over there. So a couple of good contests.
Much different length end. Matt right back, Jack forward. Probably 23 metres, maybe 22.
Next door, Joshy. Squash the jack. It's gone the wrong way. Perry and Colleen look like they still hold the shot with one bowl to come.
I think they're down now in the match. Trish and Michael got the last end as well too, so...
Played this too badly. Scotty Biles just pulling up.
It's been really good this match, Sammy.
Tash with work to do and has played it really well. Joshy sneaks in for shot.
5 ends. They work on 2 and an end. You just never know. Get an odd 3 or 4.
Who knows? They've changed up the length. That could be the momentum changer in this one.
So the score update next door. Tris Doolin and Michael Wilson are 8, leading Barry and Collingall 7 after 9 ends. Tight affair.
All right.
Tash halved the jack then.
Yeah,
and a little movement.
the jack out
Yep.
at the right weight.
And things that go in your way and they go your way. And
Tash looking to play this underneath JT. Nice angles here on the way in, plenty to work off.
looking close.
Don't need to work off anything, just try
Maybe
the jack.
2.
Shot that is. Makes at least a couple. Careful with the handy enough response, just needs to hold on. Yeah, good enough for second shot.
Another great bowl there by Tash. She's playing well. If there are any gremlins in this rink, Tash and Scotty aren't finding them.
Yeah, it's to be going after these both bowls on the jack now.
Yep. Oh, his bowl went out. That's incredible.
He's managed the middle of the jack and got the outside, and the bowl is. That's the toucher has gone out of bounds. They still pick up.
Did you hear that call?
No, I didn't. I was assuming it was good. So, there's a couple, was it, Joshy?
I thought it was only one, but I'm not 100% sure.
So they had a couple, and the toucher that went out, which was unlucky to do so, could have counted easily.
Have.
So either way, 2 brings the margin back to 8, 15, 7. The way Scott Byles and Tash van ELDIK through 11 ends here.
Hey Lance, the defending champions are Philip Crowder and Leonie Flynn. They won it last year. Now, I assume they entered it, but they're definitely not in it still for this year. So we'll definitely get new champions this year. I feel like it's the sort of rink, based off the game so far, Sammy, that if you get on first, it's nearly how it stays. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah, Watching it in a couple ends ago, it might have been going back this way where the Moama crew had a back touch of a 1 and Tash played the forehand 3 times and just struggled to turn the bowl out or move the jack.
On the next door ring, Colleen will drag the jack down the line. She might have 2 or 3 there at the moment.
Yeah, definitely a couple, isn't it?
Fair bowl, this one.
Yeah, it's now
It's
the
nearly
line
getting all the
and
way there. Oh, what a
and
reply.
fell down as well. Makes it very tricky with Kevin with a few bowls up near the centre line as well. Good news is they do have one pass. That's Cass's, which is probably close to on the tee as well if that does kill.
I'm thinking he still might try and arrive at 2 or 3 feet away
so
first
do
for the
I,
first
I
one.
don't think he'll go big yet.
See if he can get the bowl straight or just on the inside edge to flop it out.
Yeah, up on the forehand, you're right, Joshy. How far away is he?
He's close.
Not very far away at
He's
all.
awfully close.
Needs to get the inside of this bowl.
Oh.
Unlucky again, Kevin. Shot bowl just follows the jack through.
Just probably needed to be like even a mil more, and he might have got less jack and still made 2.
The ball that way to the left.
Tash
Tash
close
with
too,
a
isn't she?
Open backhand draw and doesn't mess about. Absolutely nails it, draws the shot. Similar sort of shot on for Kev here. Work off the inside of their own. Back to the jack.
It's coming now.
Not far away here.
It is coming now.
Needs the result.
Oh.
That's about the opposite of getting a half good result. That's unlucky indeed not to at least sneak inside for second shot. Still a couple down.
Probably a pretty good bowl there by Tash too.
Yeah, it doesn't count, but comes to a really good spot.
Game has been played in good spirits, Semi.
Yeah, as we'd expect, they would have played with it against each other a fair bit.
Well, pretty sure was Tash not part of the Moama Steamers 1 year in the
So
BPL?
BPL?
Yeah, so teammates at one stage. What's he doing?
Not sure. He's lining up backhand, which would
Backhand set.
indicate. I suppose to indicate big, but we won't find out now. We do. It's away, fairly firm. And missing on the wide side. Tash still with one to come, so can make things very,
she just
very
pulled a
difficult.
boiled egg out and started eating it. I reckon she did.
Was it?
Yeah.
I assume it was like
It's boiled
a
egg.
piece of fruit or something. No?
I don't know if my eyes played me up on me then or not.
Oh, well. See if it helps her out and can draw a 30.
Something I've never pulled out of my bag without eating during a game of bowls. I'll give it the tip. Definitely over lunch with a nice
I've
cold
seen
meat
it.
and salad and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
not halfway during the game when you're playing in a quarterfinal of Big Open mixed pairs. Oh, here he is. Hey.
the world's worst commentator. Oh, another great bowl by Tash. Think that'll be
Well,
3.
The boiled egg work, JT. Added in a third. No messing about. The margin sneaks back out to 11 shots. They lead 18-7. through 12 ends, making things very, very difficult now for Cass and Kevin. Afternoon, Christopher Watt. Thank you for tuning into the coverage. Hope you're well. Rink next door. Well, Tristan and Michael Wilson have snuck ahead, JT.
No, I think that's score's wrong again because I
There's
reckon
another end to go, was there?
I actually think Barry and Colleen could have got anywhere from 2 or 3 last end.
And Trail the Jack, wait for him to pop it on the board. Around the grounds, and Dylan Fisher and Sophie Kurzman still lead Carly Morrison and J-By Norris 11-7 their way through 12 ends.
Alex Houston's got a question for you in the comments, Sammy.
That's if the stream's still with us. We're all good. We've been right since this morning.
Has been smooth since.
Cheese twisties for me. Josh, yourself?
Oh, if we're talking about snacks and bowls.
Nah, but twisties specifically, cheese or chicken?
Oh, cheese.
Yeah.
Chicken's good.
Alex, I hope you got that message. Good set again from Scotty Byles. Quality leading performance. Forces Cass into driving and missing, and
could be the last end potentially too.
Chance.
Hope not.
Pick up a couple.
In the sense that we've got the stream going and we want people to see as much as we can.
Absolutely.
But if they score 2, it is game over.
As Tash looks to draw on the forehand here and change this up. Hasn't done so, drifting across.
There's every chance Kev's playing
Kev's
some
still
sort of
looking
weight.
to win this jack. That jack's
That's
not staying
some
in even
sort
if
of
it gets to
weight.
the ditch.
Oh,
see, if you was
he's touched
sitting-
it, come back.
Nearly killed the Prez of BB and Troy Staffen along the way, and the jack's just going to go back to...
It's probably in a worse spot for him.
Can it go into it? Oh man, Tash is right. At least the window's in one piece.
Could it go in a worse spot for him too?
Where's the touch you got?
Touch it bounced out,
Touch
come
it
back.
bounced out, still on the green.
He's launched again.
Absolutely launched it.
He's still 3 down.
Still 3 down. He smacked both the shot bowls and we've gone from 3 to 3. Is that right? Yeah. Took their closers out on the way through.
Tash is any good, she'll play another front knocker here and just make it really hard for Kevin.
If they
here we go.
drop more than a 2 here, Kevin Cassett's game over. And just making it harder. He's going to search for the jack on the backhand. All or nothing here from Kevin Anderson.
Oh. And that's
Even
it.
if it,
That's
even
it,
with
folks.
bouncing out of the ditch, it wasn't enough to get shot.
Thank you for that's the end of the match. Scotty BYLES and Tash Van ELDIK are through to the semi-finals.
Impressive display, JT.
Yep.
Obviously made it through to the semi-finals. They've won 4 games of knockout games today. That's a fair effort in itself. And Cass and Kevin were in some good form coming into this one. They get the job done. Still a game going on here. Fair way to go. They've got about another 5 or 6 ends on the rink next door.
So for those at home who are curious about that match, get on to BYLES
now up or through the results portal. We'll stick around and live score that one for you. There's a bit of live scoring going on from the other quarterfinals as well out at Traralgon.
We'll see everybody tomorrow at Traralgon.
Tomorrow
Live streaming
morning.
from Traralgon.
Good luck to those playing in the pairs, including you, JT. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
See everybody.
For me, using Henselite products is great. I really love the XG. The arc is wonderful, I think, because I'm really able to read my weight off the arc, and it's, really reliable bowl.
The Morwell Bowling Club is your place for fun and food. Come and try bowls and make new friends. Have coffee or bring the family for lunch or dinner. The Morwell Bowling Club. Visit us today on Hazelwood Road.
Anyone thinking about getting a roof, your whole system will change, right down to social bowls and pennant. At a board meeting this week and approved 22 new players. They really have been perfect all the way through this build, and they've looked after us really well.